him from the yard.
This is Don the Diecast Pirate, and today I have for you a car that doesn't roll very well. It's taken almost all my strength to push this bad beast. The Redline restoration of a Sugar Caddy that's seen better days. Let's get this thing up on the turntable and take a look at what we have. So here we have it. One of the cap wheels is missing on the back. The glass is cracked, scratched, and basically destroyed. Unusable. The hood is broken. And if you remember back to the restoration of my custom Eldorado, I showed this car in that video. And at that point, the hood was attached at one side. I decided off camera to try and straighten it because I figured it would break, and it did. So we're not going to try to save this hood, although it probably is possible. I don't know. We may. I'm starting this video earlier, so I have a little bit more time to work on this car, and I'll work on it in between other builds. Because usually these things are like a straight up restoration. I've never done a Sugar Caddy with a broken hood before. Otherwise, I'd do it on its own. But anyway, this is one of the Spoilers cars, and it is from Hong Kong. So that being said, let's get it taken apart and see what we're looking at. I have to give a special thank you to Vince at Second Chance Redlines for making these reproduction hoods. And there's no way, if this piece was gone even, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. We'll find out for sure. But you know, you guys out there that need parts for your cars, go check them out. scredlines.com. Okay, and I'll put a link in the description. It's absolutely amazing, fantastic parts. He has a lot more to offer now, so go over there and check him out. I was looking for a hood for this because I knew that this was going to break when I tried to straighten it, and sure enough it did. And the night that it broke, there was no hoods available anywhere online that I could find. Next day, I put in a request. I checked a little bit later, and they were available on Second Chance Redlines. Now, talking to one of my other friends through Facebook, he told me that he had asked him to make these. So if you need something and it's not listed, just give him a yell, give him a holler, and tell him what you need, and he will make it for you. So anything you need for these Redlines, he has. So there you go. Second Chance Redlines, absolutely amazing parts, and great business. And you know, we wouldn't be able to do these Redlines without great, awesome people like that making these parts so we can do what we love. So thank you, Vince. Alright, so here we have it. On this one, the post is part of the engine on the front. And I just noticed when I was drilling it out that the back post was double stamped. So there's that. Got a bunch of fuzzies in there, guys. I have to get those cleaned out somehow. I think on this one I'm not going to drill out that plastic piece. We're going to leave it intact. I've had some misfortune in the past with drilling that and this piece breaking, so I think we just want to leave it alone. Okay, and then we have the interior, which will clean up very nicely, and the glass, which we are going to replace. Now, here's the replacement glass that I got off of eBay. Which the auction that I bought came with this one and a clear glass, if you wanted to go with that option. But we'll get this glass shined up before the final assembly. That looks like it would be very hard to reattach. I don't know where that other piece went. There it is. I have some stuff coming that may work to reattach this, so we may give that a shot. Probably have to look at doing something to hold this in place while working with this. So yeah, we may give that a shot. Okay, so here's all the pieces to the sugar caddy, and as you can see, it did clean up that glass, but this glass is so far gone. I mean, the cracks, you never get rid of the cracks. The scrapes and stuff, you can more likely polish that out very carefully, but with those cracks, it's just not worth it. So there's that. The interior cleaned up very nicely, so we'll take that to the sink and get it rinsed off really well. The engine, there's some kid paint on it for some reason, but we'll get that all cleaned up. We'll take it to the sink and scrub that down, and we'll put it in the lime and water and get that cleaned up. The base, so I was hoping, without reason, that these fuzzies would come off of there, but they didn't. Alright, I'm going to work on the rest of this off camera and get that taken care of now. The body itself, put this through the ultrasonic cleaner, and this paint's just going to scrub off of there very easily, and then we'll get this body all polished up and everything and see how it's going to look. Alright. Alright, so here's where we're at with the sugar caddy. Got the base all cleaned up. There's some paint residue from some other cars I was stripping. I don't really want a fleck of orange paint on the back of that wheel. So we'll get this base in lime and water and see what we can do with that, and see if we can get this polished up. And then the interior, it looks like it could use a little bit more of a cleaning. So I'll probably just take this to the sink and scrub it. Look, I think there's some probably residue from the ultrasonic cleaner that I didn't get cleaned off because I was working on a few cars at a time. So here's the body. Got all the paint off of it. And the next thing we're going to work on with that is this hood. But that's not going to be tonight. And here's the motor. And I did end up putting it through the ultrasonic cleaner again. And then, for the most part, I think all that paint that was on there is gone. We'll put this through the lime away and water along with the base, and we need to see what we can do to get this hood repaired. Well, I think it's time we get back into this sucker. It's been a couple of weeks, and I think I left off talking about the hood and trying to decide if I want to pull it out or just leave it in there to try to repair it. So here's the thing. Do we want to try to repair that? And if we do, see, I can get the driver's side lined up kind of, but the passenger side looks like it's not going to come back. So I think what we need to do is just go ahead and take this original hood out and just be done with it, because I think it's just going to create some problems here. It'll probably be best just to go with this aftermarket hood. Because it may just be a losing battle, is what I'm kind of thinking. And now the question is, how do I want to go about removing this? Because I don't think this is going to work. Eat it. I don't want to hit it that hard. It's probably going to break the car if I do that. Yeah. Even if I did repair this, it wouldn't look right. It's got too many bending things bent the wrong direction and things like that. So I think we made the right choice. So that looks like it's going to fit right down in there, just like that. Probably have to pinch those together a little bit. Let's not manhandle that too much. I'm seeing a little bit of a burr across the back there that I want to take off, and we'll go with a flat file for that one. I say we get this cleaned up more, polish it up. Yeah. I think we'll throw this in the lime away in water just the way it is, and we'll bring it back and polish it up, and then go about replacing the wheels. Do the same thing with this. We'll soak this in the lime away in water just to get rid of any tarnish and stuff that's on it, and then instead of grinding this stuff back in by polishing, and then we'll come back and polish both the base and the body and the motor. So I'll be back. Okay. So that's like 15-20 minutes later. I just took everything and soaked it in the lime away in water. Actually, first I cleaned up the interior with some dish soap and water, rinsed it off really good. So that's all ready to go back in when we're ready. Started with the base, soaked that first, brought it out, just scrubbed it off with a clean toothbrush and water. And then I put the body in to soak in the lime away in water. And approximately, I was going for 3.5 minutes. I probably pulled them out a few seconds early, maybe 15 seconds early each. And while the body was soaking, I went ahead and grabbed my X-Acto and separated the cap wheels. So when we went back and after the body and the motor were done, scrubbed everything down with soap and water again, dish soap, just to get anything out that might be remaining. So I didn't want to leave any lime away inside these cap wheels. That's why I went ahead and took them off in case anything got in there. So I wanted to get that cleaned up. So we'll get to polishing. I'm not going to do it on camera. If you go back to the Chaparral 2G video uncut that shows everything that I do for the most part in restoring these cars. I do like to show a little bit more than I used to. Just because people like to see that, you know. So I try to include as much as I can in the videos. And I don't know, sometimes I think they're too long. I mean, you know, we're talking these videos are going between 29-39 minutes on some of this stuff. And you know, I think in some ways it helps for the live premieres because the video runs longer and it gives people a chance to come in and say hi to each other and everything. Instead of just going, hey, there's a live premiere. Oh, it's over. Bye. You know. So I'm kind of going with that too, you know, and give you guys a little more time to talk and hang out and stuff. So I hope you guys like it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see what time it is. Yeah, I have time. I'll get this polished up tonight and we'll go from there. What's really good stuff. If you don't have some, you should try it. Get it on Amazon. You can get it from their website. You can get it at Walmart in the sporting goods section. It comes in larger tubes. And there, near like the camping stuff and boat stuff and whatnot. So let's go ahead and show the polishing on here. I'll do a time lapse. Just because I know when I say I'm not going to show that, there's somebody going to say, I wish you would have shown that. So, all right. I hear you. I hear you. So I have decided to go with aqua on this. I've only painted 2 cars in the Spectra Flame Aqua so far. One was that Porsche that I built for Andrew at Maple Leaf Customs for his 1-year 1,000 subscriber special celebration. And the other one was the car that I built for myself to commemorate that, because I gave that car away. got the base here, and we're going to put some Renaissance wax on this. And also the engine. I think we'll kind of work it into the engine first a little bit there. I have to admit I'm not completely ready for this. So I left my paper towels in the kitchen. But we'll get this on there nonetheless. Now, what I've been doing on these engines is taking one of these mini Q-tips and just kind of working this stuff in. And I think we're going to abandon that somewhat. Let's take this paper towel here. Now the only problem with this is I need it to get dry, if I can, before going all the way around. I'm not even showing this on camera. And I lost my space on this one. Oh, there it is. This reminds me of something I do for work occasionally. Not putting stuff on, but taking stuff off and using the tool to turn little wheels to clean them. There we go. A little bit on my finger there. One more. Alright, we'll let that get good and dry. Body is in the air fryer right now. Paint is drying. And we have numbers. I'm not sure what number. Okay, so I'll put number 5 on the Light My Firebird, and I put number 5 on the TNT Bird. So, I gotta pick a different number. No, I have to. I could put number 5 on this one too, but I really don't want to. I want to go with a different number on this one. So I'll think about that a little bit. These new cap wheels on there. And then, we continue to wait for them. Okay, come on now. Boy, that doesn't want to go on there. I think I know what to do. I'll put a little something behind it there to help hold that out. Oh, wow. It really doesn't want to go, does it? Is there something going on? this wheel that? I don't know. Doesn't appear so. There it goes. Just had to show it who's boss, huh? Alright, let's try this one. There we go. Alright, now is this thing going to roll straight? Pretty close. Okay, so this one has no taillight markings on it. It gets the whole front end blacked out. And that's it. So we'll come back when we're ready to put decals on the body. So I just did the grill part with no tape, the Tamiya flat black, and this brush, and I was very careful to make sure that I got it all in the frame of the camera. Then I didn't record. So, alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you my Redline restoration of the Sugar Caddy, the Spoilers Edition, the third car that I've restored in the Spoilers series. If I remember correctly, there's 8. I don't know if I can name them all off. We have obviously the Sugar Caddy, we have the TNT Bird, we have the Light My Fire Bird, we have the Heavy Chevy, the King Cuda, the Boss Hoss, the Evil, and was there one more? I don't remember. But we are on our way. We are on our way to having this set of cars. Almost half of them have been restored now. And we'll do another one in a few weeks. But let's get this one up on the turntable and take a look at it. So here we have it. One of the cap wheels is missing on the back. The glass is cracked, scratched, and basically destroyed. Unusable. The hood is broken. And if you remember back to the restoration of my custom Eldorado, I showed this car in that video. And at that point, the hood was attached at one side. I decided off camera to try and straighten it because I figured it would break, and it did. Alright, so there we have it, the Spoilers Edition of the Sugar Caddy. Was originally a green car. We restored it to aqua, replaced that broken hood with a replacement hood from Second Chance Redlines. We put on the decals for the numbers from Second Chance Redlines. I tried to put this replacement glass in the floor shine, and it was not sticking like it should, and I tried to clean it off. It doesn't look very good. I may take it apart at another point and dip it again, or it looked really good without putting it on there. I just really wanted that shine. But oh well. We painted the front the flat black Tamiya for the grill. We put on those beautiful replacement Redline cap wheels from Bright Vision. We shined the base, polished it, cleaned and polished the body. I polished that hood a little bit, and that looks really, really good. Like, you can't even tell by looking at the paint that that's a replacement hood. We protected the base and the engine in the Renaissance wax, which I learned about from Paul over at Fat Guy Productions. I'm sure all of you know who he is. Seen his videos. I want to give a shout out to the guys that came before me. You know, Diecast Graveyard and Paul at Fat Guy Productions, Lee at Time Rider, Outlaw Speed Shop, Keith over there, and so many more. Jim Zilba. You know, all you guys, thank you for showing the way. And, you know, let me just put this out there. You know, if you think that I could have done something different with this car and you're not into the hobby, you might want to think about it. Because I know I started watching restoration videos, and when I started realizing that, hey, you know, the guys that I was watching, if I would have done something different than they did, I needed to be doing it, right? I needed to be doing it for myself. And so I'm restoring these cars the way that I want to, because they're mine. And if you would do it different, then you ought to get you some cars. Start doing it for yourself. You know, there's nothing. I didn't like no. When I see one of these cars for the first time, before I show it on camera, when I first get it assembled, I mean, I can look back at the car later. It doesn't give me that same feeling. But when I first get it assembled, the final assembly, after everything's done, it takes my breath away. And I know someone mentioned in one of the videos that, I think it was the TNT Bird, that he didn't like the stripes and the numbers. Well, that's fine. You know, I'm planning on doing multiple sets of these, so I know I have enough to do 2 full sets. There's a couple of them that I only have 2 of, and I know for sure I only have 2 Evil Weevils. So I plan on the first set putting the numbers and the stripes and everything on all of them. And then the second one we'll probably just do without all that. And, you know, it's going to take some time. I don't know how long it's going to take. Right now, this is number 3, I believe, of number 8. Let me just look it up right now. Yeah, it was 8. So we had the Boss Hoss, the Evil Weevil, the Heavy Chevy, the King Cuda, the Light My Firebird, the Sugar Caddy, the TNT Bird, and I can't believe I forgot the Nitty Gritty Kitty. I thought I had one sitting out right here, but I don't. But yeah, so I'm not sure which one's going to be next. As far as my personal restorations go, I know that I have one planned that's a surprise for somebody, so that video may take some time to do. It may be a while before that video comes out, but I plan on getting that one done in the background while I'm doing other things. I have a bunch of cars. I have a few cars coming up that I'm building for other people. Some of them know about them, some of them don't. But as those people receive the cars after they're finished, I will release those videos. So we can look forward to that coming up too. And so that being said, December 5th is a holiday build for the Diecast International Builders. If you guys have a car, build it. Take pictures, send them to us. If you have a YouTube channel, make a video too. We'd love to see what you can do with our ideas, and we'd love to have you build with us. So keep that in mind. And then January 5th is the 4-door muscle cars. So got that coming up. Got some exciting stuff coming up as far as that goes. Then in February, we're going to have 2 builds, and I'll throw this out here right now. Our extra build for the month of February, there will be a build for Valentine's Day, February 14th, of boats. So it'll be a boat build, love boat theme. One of our supporters, Summer, gave us the idea for it, and we said yes, we'd love to do that. So that's what we're going to do. So if you have a boat or don't have a boat, get a boat and build a boat with us for February, Valentine's Day, love boat theme. So, all right. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. Go follow me on Instagram, guys. I know you'll love what I'm doing over there, and I'd love to see you there too. Show me what you got. All right? So, yeah, got the Patreon. Support me or not, whatever. You know, it's there if you want to. So, all right. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below. Click that like button and ring that bell for notifications. As always, this is Don, the Diecast Pirate, and I'll see you next time. Hello. What is that doing in there? How did that get in with my cutters? I swear these cars have a mind of their own sometimes. I was trying to find something earlier, like, I can't find it. Where'd it go? I lost one car. And it was right where I put it.